I'm Jonathan Knight, and this is B Movie Madness. The movie I'm going to watch tonight, well, if you haven't watched my DBQ review yet, and I don't blame you if you haven't because I just posted it last night, I'm going to be reviewing all 6 of the Warlike Home Video titles that Tony Masiello is putting out through his SLVHorror.com label. DBQ is the first movie, and the second movie will be the one, the only, the legendary, at least to me it is, Death O' Lantern. Now, Death O' Lantern's the only one of these that before these releases I owned because it's the first one I bought and it's my absolute favorite one. I have seen quite a few of the other ones, but this is the one that I always bring out every October to watch because I absolutely love this one. Not only is this one of my favorite shot on video movies, it's one of my favorite Chris Seaver movies. I think this is one of his most entertaining movies that he's put out, and he's put out a lot of entertaining movies, but this one is one of his most entertaining. Now, if you don't know what the movie's about, it's about Halloween 1986. The kids of Sleepy Hollow High are about to have a very unexpected visitor during the annual trick-or-treating adventures around town. The evil pumpkin-headed killer Stingy Jack is back to steal the souls of the children who happen to be the ancestors of the ones who sent Jack to the pits of hell in the 1800s. Phoebe, along with her best friends, uncover the true story of what happened to Jack and take it upon themselves to destroy the demon once and for all. So basically, to sum it up, it's Nightmare on Elm Street meets the Monster Squad. You got the child killer cracking jokes, and then you got the horror movie club. And it mixes them very well. It's like a shot on video version. If you took Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one, and of course, Monster Squad, and you just put them together. That's what the Death O' Lantern would be. Much like DBQ, this movie was claimed to be shot in 1986. It was actually 2011. But much like DBQ, it does an excellent job of looking and feeling like an 80s shot on video horror movie. And it's, like I said, one of my favorite shot movies. I think Stingy Jack is fucking hilarious. Every time he's on screen, cracking jokes and killing children, he won my heart. I thought he was awesome. And Stingy Jack is actually played by Casey Boutker. I hope I'm saying that right, Casey Boutker. If I'm not Casey, I apologize. If you don't know who Casey is, he actually plays Teen Ape in all the Teen Ape stuff that Chris Seaver directed, all the low-budget pictures, Teen Ape movies. And he plays Stingy Jack, and he also plays one of the victims in the movie Lamar. But him as Stingy Jack was hilarious. I could tell it was his voice right away. He gives it such an energized, over-the-top, fun performance, and I really, really liked him. And I thought everybody actually did a good job, considering they were trying to be bad, because it was that was the whole point of the making these. But I thought everyone did a good job at doing that. Meredith Host plays Phoebe, the lead horror girl, and if you're a Chris Seaver fan, you know that she's been in like a shit ton of his movies. She's one of his regulars, and she always does a good job. Clint Kelly's also in this. He plays I believe Lucas. He's one of the horror nerds. Him and his friend are always high-fiving throughout the whole movie. They high-five like crazy. It's one of the running gags in the movie, and every time it happens, it's hilarious. Especially the silent one they give when they're stealing information from a police car. But Clint Kelly he's been in a bunch of Chris Seaver stuff. He's also shot a lot of it. Shot a lot of his stuff like Evil Night, Weirdsies, and his stuff looks great. Clint is also the rights holder to Sledgehammer, which is one of my favorite shot on video movies. So that makes him really cool in my book. But everybody does a good job at what they're given. There's also the tough girl who is supposed to be Rudy, a female version of Rudy from the Monster Squad, and she's great as well. And the soundtrack is good. I think the score is a lot of fun, and there's a few familiar songs in the soundtrack. I don't want to ruin it, but trust me, you'll recognize them when you hear them, and they're a lot of fun. And the special effects, I actually thought the very first kill in the movie that involves a candlestick, the special effects for that were actually really well done, considering that Chris on the special features say that he wrote, shot, edited, and released this movie in less than a month, which is fucking amazing. And the special effects are good, and you can actually see, here's the back cover, by the way. Right there, the second picture, that's the opening kill. That's my favorite kill in the movie. It's one of my favorite kills in any shot on video movie. I think it's really well done. I thought all the kills were well done for the most part. Yes, some of them were kind of cheap, but that was the whole point. You know, shot video movies, they weren't exactly the well-made movies, but a lot of love and passion was put into them, and they're very, very charming and fun. And Death Lantern is exactly that. It captures that spirit of you and your friends going out and making a movie in your backyard perfectly. So yeah, the kills are fun. The movie, much like BBQ, is only 44 minutes. It's actually a little longer than BBQ. It's about 10 minutes longer. But it doesn't feel like rushed. To me, it's perfect at 44 minutes. Would have I watched it if it was longer? Absolutely. But I think at 44 minutes, it does exactly what it needs to do. You know, it sets up everything and doesn't rush through it, at least in my opinion. As for the special features on the disc, there is the introduction by the Warlock. Each Warlock home video movie has an introduction by this Crypt Keeper-like character called the Warlock. He's like the mascot of the Warlock home video line. There's on-set interviews with the cast, which is much like on DBQ, is they're interviewed like it is a movie from 1986, like it is the 80s. There is new Death Lantern interviews with Chris Seaver, Casey Boudker, and Clint Kelly. These are all brand new. Chris, like, you know, even is very honest that he thinks Death Lantern was a step in the right direction compared to DBQ. And even though I really like DBQ, I do agree that this is the better movie of the two. Clint Kelly and Casey talk about how it's one of the most fun things they've ever done with Chris, and I agree it's one of Chris's most entertaining movies. Really great interviews. I highly recommend checking out all the special features on the disc. There's also a Superfan interview with me. I'm very easy to criticize my own stuff, so I wasn't the biggest fan of my own interview, but I am very grateful that Tony asked me to participate in the DVD. It means a lot to me. Just seeing my name on the back cover here, like, you know, brought yesterday when I got this in the mail, brought so much joy to me because it's so awesome. I've never thought my name would be on the back of a shot and video, B movie, anything. And so just see my name as a part of the special features really excited me. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of my own interview, but I hope anybody who buys this and watches the interview, I hope you enjoy it more than I do. And of course, there is the Warlock and ShotOnVideoHorror.com, SOVHorror.com trailer vaults. There are the trailers for all the Warlock stuff and everything Tony put out, including Mr. Ice Cream Man, which I think he's working on right now, and I've never seen that, and I can't wait for it. But that's the trailers. That's it. If you are interested in picking this up, you can pick it up along with all the other Warlock stuff, and all the other SOVHorror.com stuff at SOVHorror.com. I'll have a direct link to the store itself down below. And as I said in the DBQ review, you can also pick up SOVHorror.com merchandise, t-shirts, coffee cups, pillows, posters, all that stuff. And there'll be a direct link to that down below. But do I highly recommend Death Lantern? Absolutely. If you watch the trailer for this and you're like, that looks like a lot of fun, you will most likely enjoy it. If you are a Shot on Video fan and you have not seen this, I recommend picking up a copy and watching it, along with all the other Warlock stuff. But this one gets my highest recommendation because I think it's the most fun out of the ones I watched. But and Tony did such beautiful work on this. Before I end the review, because I didn't do this for the DBQ one, I want to show the inside of the disc. Here's the disc art right here, and right here is a postcard or a thing with all the releases that Tony has put out so far, including the last one here. You can't really see it but well, is Mr. Ice Cream Man, which is going to be a lot of fun. But yes, I give this one my highest merit recommendation. I will be back in the next day or so with another review. The next one most likely I'll do will be the Dingleberries. So look out for the Dingleberries, not my own personal Dingleberries or your Dingleberries, but the movie The Dingleberries. Look out in the next day or two for that. Once again, if you like my channel, give me a thumbs up, click the little bell thing, comment below, have you seen Death Lantern? Do you want to see Death Lantern? Are you a Chris Seaver fan? What's your favorite Chris Seaver movie? Let me know down below. Thank you for watching. I'm Jonathan. It's been B Movie Madness. See you later.